13 Objects with Kam Rhodes. Today I have the amazing Justice Wysinger. 13 Objects is about finding objects that truly speak to you and your identity.
Hi, I'm Justice Wysinger. I'm a senior here at Colgate, anthropology major, and I'm excited to be here today to show you all what I brought.
She's amazing. Just wait. This girl eats everything up. So what's the first thing you got for us? 'Cause I'm ready to eat, I'm ready to gobble, I'm ready to devour this.
Biryani. The first thing I'm going to show you all are my wrist ilekes. This one is for Egbe, and this one is for Ifa. And so these heavily pertain to my spirituality as an Ifa devotee. And so basically what these do for me when I wear them is provide protection from any type of harm, specifically spiritual harm. Like if I get hit by a bus, like I don't know if that's going to really, I don't know. But if something, like say somebody sends like some negative energy my way, one of these will break, and that'll let me know that like my ileke took on that damage instead of me. And so usually if one of them breaks, that it only has happened once and it did have a meaning behind it, but if one of them breaks, I'm like, ring, ring, ma, one of my ilekes broke, like what's going on? So yeah, that's what this object means to me. The next object that I'll be talking about is this vest. I thrifted it, and you can still see the staple from the thrift store price tag. But I thrifted this at a Goodwill on the north side of Chicago, because why do the north side of Chicago have better stuff in their thrift stores? Let's talk about it.
We know why. We know why. It's okay though.
We know why. But I had to take a trek.
Reparations. We get our stuff back.
Period. Get it back. I think it's really cute because I worked in a fern lab, and for some reason I'm just in love with plants. I know these aren't ferns, but like I'm like, it's close enough.
I couldn't tell what it was, but I just get a plant.
Yes, and I actually had this on as part of my outfit for today, so I'm gonna put it back on. But basically I brought this on because I wear this vest a lot because I love it so much, and I think it really articulates how much a nature girl I am. In my green boots, like come on, like how can I not wear this? And I also just like to thrift clothes. I feel like one, it's more sustainable, and two, you find more unique pieces. How many people you gonna meet with this vest?
Not many.
Oh. Is that shade?
No. It means you stick out. So it's like, it serves. Like thrifting has allows people to grow so much in their fashion, and like you can thrift and find so many clothes that people won't have. So you'll speak about where you get it from, the thrift store, and they can't find it nowhere else because you got that. You got that. So do your big one.
Yeah.
What's your next big one?
So this is my Lightning McQueen pillow, and I have had this pillow since freshman year. It was a Christmas gift from Kata. So Kata is an amazing woman. We've been really close since freshman year, and so I used to do a lot of running around. When I was on the track team, I don't know, living uphill it's a journey if you want to go somewhere downhill. So like catching a cruiser was a mission. And so if we had to catch the cruiser was pulling up. They was like, Justice, can you catch the cruiser? I'm like, say less.
I've been her roommate multiple times, and every time she goes to sleep, somehow Lightning McQueen's on the floor. So I guess the spirit of Lightning McQueen and Justice takes over this plush sheet and just is beating me because Babe's never on the bed every night. So it's okay. We love that.
Yes, I gotta wake up in the morning. Silly, how'd you get there? Come back.
I love this. Please, inspire me more. What's the tea?
What's the tea? This is my high tea collection. One thing about me, and I'm sure you can relate, I love me some tea.
No, I didn't get into tea until her, and tea is the way to go. I like to sip tea, I like to spill tea, I like to drink tea. Tea is beneficial to us in many ways. Open you up, there's so many elements of who you are as a person. It's like, what do I want today? Do I want a kiki? Do I want a lab? Do I want to be educated? Like, there's so much I can get from Justice. Like, thank you for giving it to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Kam and I have been best friends since high school, so at this point we're family.
Yeah.
And
we ain't going nowhere.
If we locked in, I'm gonna let you know. So this here is a picture that I keep propped up on my desk. This is from the last dinner that we had with our professor during OUS summer. I brought this because I'm an OUS scholar. Kam is as well. And the OUS summer experience was just so impactful for me. I feel like I made a lot of friends, but also gained a lot of valuable experience about being a student at Colgate that like permeated into actually being a student during the semesters at Colgate. But it wasn't like a walk in the park whatsoever. And so like having this note at the end just really like allowed me to see that while I was going through stress, I was still letting like the most vibrant aspects of myself show through and like allow myself to truly live in the goofiness and joy that I love to have present in my life. But yeah.
Okay, vibrancy is so. I feel like you are vibrant and you shine so bright. Let's continue shining and giving us your light. So come on, give us some more light, because we wanna be bright like you.
Yes. So someone who has contributed to my brightness connects to my next object. So this is a business card from my mother's business called Tola's Creations. And the reason why I brought this is one, because it has been a passion project of my mother for many years. She has been very focused on uplifting and elevating the community while also providing spaces, context for growth and connecting to our roots, our African roots to be specific. And so in February, she was able to open her storefront finally. And also in February was when she came and visited for the exhibit opening that I curated, and she lectured for my the African American Religious Experience class with Professor Davenport to one, celebrate me, but also educate others. And so I'm just really proud of her. My mother, I look up to her so much. She is such an incredible woman. Like, she really has shown me the importance of carrying strength and also vulnerability, and I feel like as a Black woman that's really important to highlight and also pass down to your children. So I love my mama, and go check out Tola's Creations. Yes, she got a website. If you're in Chicago, go visit, check it out. This is a wood carving that I received when I went to a show for Nigeria, but one of my loved ones carved this out for me. And so the reason I brought this is because one, I've already talked about my legacy and how that ties into my spirituality, but I also appreciate my spiritual family for more than just like the spiritual advice that they give me. And like this, I practice myself doing some wood carving. This is not an easy task at all. And so like, I don't know, receiving this from one of my loved ones in Nigeria just like made me feel appreciated, and somebody cared enough to like dedicate this to me and like make this for the intent of giving it to me. And I keep it on my desk now, and it always reminds me of being back in Oshobo. And every time I look at it, I'm like, I wish I was back there now already. But yeah, I love this statue, and I'm gonna forever keep it. No, you cannot have it.
Because that is so beautiful. And I see things like that so many in like museums and white spaces. So it's so beautiful for a Black woman to have that, and for you to go back home and be able to have those things, because those things have been taken from us so many times, and I love that you were able to experience the making of it, because it's important. Thank you also for educating people on this stuff, because not many people know about your spirituality, don't know about the things you're talking about, and it's so important for these people on this campus and everyone to understand and know what your spirituality, what you're learning, what you're growing, and where this all comes from. So thank you for giving us this information. Give us a shake.
A little shake. So these are vitamins, and basically I take these to help with like anxieties that I may have throughout the day. And the reason I brought this is to like address BIPOC individuals, and I'll speak for myself because I'm a Black woman, like people in my community, in the Black community, not having access to healthcare resources and being able to like have diagnosis and like have treatment for the mental illnesses that they may have. And like the thing is that I feel like it really works. Maybe it's placebo effect, but for me, I feel like it really do the dang on thing. And does so without relying on like big pharma. You don't even know how to like pronounce the stuff that's in it. But I really love these vitamins. So if you like, I don't know, are stressed throughout the day, or feeling anxious throughout the day, get you some Nutricom.
A lot of the time, Black people are told to be strong, resilient. We could be those things, but we also can be vulnerable, sad, have so many emotions, because we're humans. We should be allowed to cry, to grieve, to be angry. So it's important to understand and address that mental illness is a thing that affects everybody. That's so cute.
This is a tiny clock.
Yeah.
And I got this when I was in Prague, and this is the astronomical clock to be specific. And so the reason I brought this was one, because when I went to Prague, I had the best time. We stayed in a hostel, and the hostel was called Madhouse. Yes, I'm plugging Madhouse. If you going to Prague, go to Madhouse. It was really fun. And I actually took this trip while I was studying abroad in Copenhagen. So Giovanni graduated last year. I love you, Giovanni, and I miss you if you're watching this.
Your shout outs.
Her. But He took pictures of me in front of the astronomical clock. I took pictures of him in front of the astronomical clock, and we had the greatest time in Prague. The food was amazing. And I'm just like really glad that I studied abroad because it definitely informed the person that I am. And I was just happy that I got to see the world outside of America, period. But yeah, go to Prague, y'all. This lovely journal, I love it because it's like fabric. I wanted a notebook to like write my poetry in, but I wanted it to be empty, and it's like canvas page. It's like a cream color, like the pages, and I really like that like off-white color. Something about it makes me feel like I'm really an artist. But yeah, and I got this in Copenhagen, and I like to keep it because I got it in Copenhagen, so it serves like dual purposes as like something that I use for my outlet, but also as a souvenir. And yeah, I don't know, I just really love this, and it also is like a greenish bluish color, and you know how I feel about that. You know how I feel about that. Kind of relating back to what I was saying about like BIPOC people and like mental illness and being able to express themselves. And being on this campus sometimes is hard to feel like I can genuinely express myself to others. And so when I have that feeling, all of a sudden Shakespeare, he been real silent ever since I got this book and started writing. And I feel like sharing it, it's nice to like share it and have people say like this hit, like I really resonate with that. And I'm like, dang, like, are y'all okay? Because I know.
Because the poetry do be hitting, I'd be like, is this about me? But did you write this for me? Because it felt like it was for me.
Calling your name. Yeah.
Okay, give us a little.
I'm also a little singer. It's in the last name. Why singer? Why you be singing? Because I can.
Okay, you hear it. You heard. I heard it.
Y'all heard it. So on the topic of singing, I brought my beats because, well, for one, they are noise cancellation. So if you ever see me walking around campus, I know it's hard to see through my throat. No, I cannot hear a thing.
I'm like, Justice, she ignored me. Okay, my fault. But...
What'd you say? Huh?
What you said?
If you're gonna listen to some music on headphones, listen to Sophie Warrior music, but specifically try to reach me. That was my like top song on both Spotify and Apple Music. Double the trouble. I would go on Spotify, listen to that song, go on Apple Music to listen to that song. I'm really serious about her. But yeah, I love listening to music, and it's such a, as I was talking about before, it's such a way to like find a creative outlet, but also like somebody who is expressing themselves in ways that resonates with you, or expressing feelings that you can relate to. I just love it, especially if I'm listening to some soul. Ooh.
Before we start, knowing Justice, this girl's always popping that gum. If you're around here, you're gonna hear. Wait, that's not the right sound. What's the sound? It's something, but the gum is being popped.
I do a lot of popping and snapping, but I try to be mindful if I'm in like a public space, like in a library or class. I'm like, no, like, do not pop your gum. And I also chew with my mouth closed, so not too much on me, babe. I mean, I be in that room going, hell. But in public spaces, it's fine. You can sit next to me when I'm chewing gum, and you can ask for half a stick.
I just feel like it eases anxiety, and like if you like something to chew on, like you feel grounded and at peace. I'm cool.
Cause it's also like I like to fidget and stuff a lot. So if I have my mouth running on overtime chewing this gum, cool.
That's a big bag too.
Yes, it's long. I brought this bag because one, it's so cute. Two, I really love me a good tote bag. And three, mushrooms. I love mushrooms, just like Tranks. Another one of my bestie poos. What better way to show that I have amazing friends who also love mushrooms than to give me a bag that reminds me of mushrooms and them. And also relating back to me being a nature girl. All of my objects that I brought today, but one, the Lightning McQueen pillow, fit in this tote bag. So it's like, don't play with her. She's small, but mighty.
I wouldn't say it's small, but I love your enthusiasm.
I say bigger tote bags.
Probably.
I know it's like real tea, traveling, being a woman. You always got to keep your pearls clutched tight. And look at the beads. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, last but not least,
you have amazing earrings. I love me like some, I don't know, like non-conventional jewelry, but especially earrings. And go like this with my head and earrings move. But these are earrings that my mother got me, and I love these because I just love being black, and I love celebrating black culture. I love wearing me some hair wraps, and I love black women. So like, what better way to represent all of that than wearing these specific earrings? And also, since my mother gave them to me, I cherish them deeply. Anything my mother gives me, I'm like, I'm holding on to this. I'm clinging on to it real tight. So once again, just like relating the importance of my mother in my life, but also how much I see my Blackness as very much so beautiful, something to be celebrated, and something that's rich in culture and diversity in depth.
I love that. I love that. One last question. If you were to use one word or one phrase to incorporate your who you are as a person, your identity, what phrase or one word would you use? Because it's a lot.
I would say, yes, I'm witty, yes, I'm wise, but yes, I'm weird.
That was really good. Was that off the dome?
It was off the dome.
Okay, that was clean.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Justice, for being here. She's a beautiful person. She's so smart, so knowledgeable, so funny, so talented in so many ways. If you don't know her, you know her now, and you will always remember her. She's not forgettable. Anyway, thank you for telling us so much about your spirituality, your mother, your family, me, all your amazing friends, and everyone who has made your life what it is today, because you have so much to give to this earth. And thank you for watching 13 Objects, and I'll see you next time.
Bye, thank you.
Before she begins, this is controversial, but who all had a crush on Lightning McQueen watching the movie? Tell me, because I kind of did. Could you?
The description of my bestie, 2 weeks and a pay. Not 3, just 2.
It's such a pretty qualm, too.
Also, Nicki Minaj said, y'all can't even spell prog. And so I was like, yeah, maybe that's also where I...
Wait, how do you spell prog? Don't go with it. P-R-A-G-U-E?
P-R-A-U.
Oh, that stuck up on me.
Oh, no, P-R-A-G-U-E.
Oh, I was right. Okay.
No,
Wait.
You didn't say no.
That's how I said P-R-A-G-U-E.
I thought you said P-R-A-G.
Anyway.
Okay, whatever. Whatever. You know how to spell, yes.
ABC, 1, 2, 3.
Second off, you tested your limits, Kelly boy.